Welcome to hashtag Blizzard 2016. So this is going around everywhere, and coming from an area where we get tons of snow, I want to give you guys some tips on how to survive a snowy situation or even a possible blizzard situation. Now, I've been in a lot of blizzard situations traveling, and it's never a good thing. So the very first thing you want to do is, if you don't have to travel, do not travel. The roads are going to be very dangerous, not because of your driving, but because of other people's driving. You never want to trust the person by the side of you, because if they're not paying attention, they're going too fast, they start swerving. If they can't control, they're going to run into you. Now, one thing, if you guys do start swerving, never hit your brakes. If you hit your brakes, you're going to go into a skid. Just slow down. You can tap your brake, but you never hold. If you hold your brake, you're going to start sliding out, and it's a bad situation. If you're traveling in an area that has a lot of wildlife, if you're traveling on a highway and a deer jumps out in front of you, do not swerve. I know you're going to hit the deer, you might damage your vehicle, but you're going to want to slow down. The reason you don't want to swerve is because if I try to swerve out of the way, especially on a road that's really icy and snowy, you might flip your vehicle. And depending on your vehicle, hitting it in the front, you should be going slow anyway. But the minute you start swerving, and, if depending on what's on the side of you, there could be trees, there could be a river, there could be another person, whatever it is, it could be very, very bad. So just try to slow down. Don't hit your brakes, because you'll start sliding out, and you're just going to have to take it on the nose. Okay, just make sure you guys are driving slow out there. Let's say you have to travel, right? You have to. It's just something happened and you have to travel. I always travel with my snow boots, snow clothes, a blanket, extra bottles of water, food, a candle, and matches or a lighter. And the reason I bring a candle and matches or a lighter is because for some reason, if you get stranded somewhere, if you veer off the road and you're in a whiteout and you're just stuck and your vehicle shuts off and it's not working, you're going to have some sort of heat to be able to keep you warm. It gets very cold. You don't want to go outside because it's depending on the harsh conditions outside, you don't want to go outside, so you're going to have to stay in your vehicle. So by having that candle, that can give you a little bit of warmth. It's just a really good thing to keep in your vehicle. Now, another thing is you're going to want an alternate heat source for your home. If you guys are at your house, and think about it this way: if there's people traveling, there's people that aren't used to driving in the snow very much, and they hit a power pole and knock it down, and your power goes out. Well, if your source of heat is an electric heater, you have no heat. So you're going to have an alternate source of heat. Now, depending if you guys have a fireplace or whatever it is, candles are an amazing tool. Just have some extra candles. Make sure you guys have them around. Make sure everybody's in one room, bundled up. Keep the warmth in that room. Have some blankets. Play some board games. Whatever you guys do, but just make sure you guys are staying warm, because the problem with getting cold is when you start getting cold, it continues to get cold, and it gets cold fast. The other problem is when you don't have an alternate source of heat, candles aren't really going to do much for this, but your pipes can freeze. If it gets below freezing and it's very, very cold and your power shuts off, it's very possible that your pipes will freeze. The water in your pipes will freeze, and they'll burst your pipes, and that is a huge expense for you when everything warms up, and it just gets super nasty. So try to have an alternate source of heat. All right, guys, so there's just some tips. That's just some basic stuff. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't. Stay inside, stay warm, have some extra food, have some extra water. Always have extra water and food. If you don't, it's just something you need to stock up on. There should be no reason that you have a few days worth of food in your house and a few days of water in your home that is bottled water or, the gallon waters or whatever. Don't rely on your tap water. Rely on something that you have just in case a situation happens. You never know what's going to happen, especially when it comes to the weather. Weather is crazy. If it starts snowing and it does not stop snowing, people aren't going to be able to get onto the roads. You're not going to be able to go to the stores. Stores might shut down. A lot of the stores might sell out because people are panicking, right? Some people do that. So just stay safe and do what you guys are going to do. All right, guys. Like, favorite, subscribe, share this video, maybe help someone out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.